When Minnesota Governor Tim Walz officially accepted the vice presidential nomination at the DNC, someone else stole the show. His 17-year-old son, Gus Walz, who was standing up during his father's speech saying, "That's my dad," and "I love you, Dad." Well, now his appearance is leading to more conversations around nonverbal learning disorders. His parents told People magazine Gus was diagnosed with a disability when he was a teenager. It is a disorder that affects nearly 3 million kids in the U.S., according to a 2020 study published by JAMA. But some experts think that number is likely much higher because many of these cases actually go undiagnosed. Joining me now to discuss is clinical neuropsychologist Dr. Judy Ho. Dr. Ho, great to see you. So first, help us understand what exactly is nonverbal learning disorder and how is it different perhaps than other learning disabilities that we might be more familiar with, like dyslexia or ADHD?
Yeah, thanks so much for bringing some time to this important topic, Vicki. I really appreciate it. Nonverbal learning disability is lesser known because sometimes it looks like other concerns that people might have, like autism spectrum disorder or ADHD, or just a child that has social emotional issues of varying types. But actually, it is its own learning issue. And mostly it consists of problems with looking at visual spatial material, being able to read maps, do geometry, for example. Sometimes they have fine motor and gross motor issues. It could just look like a clumsy child. They can be really disorganized, have a really hard time following through on tasks instructionally, step by step. They also tend to have social interaction issues. They have problems reading body gestures, understanding body cues, knowing how it's an appropriate time or inappropriate time to act or say a certain thing. And I think that that's what brought this to the fore of the conversation.
And Dr. Ho, I think you sort of just addressed it, but are there other things that kids and teens with a nonverbal learning disorder really struggle with? And how do you formally diagnose it?
So you have to go see a neuropsychologist to formally diagnose this. The neuropsychologist, like myself, would be able to administer specific tests to look at how you're doing on different types of subjects and academic and cognitive skills. Most of the times you'll see that there's some kind of a discrepancy. So many nonverbal learning children actually are very adept with language. So their language skills are oftentimes average, above average, even superior. But then in comparison, their visual motor skills and some of the attentional skills, and particularly when they're looking at things that are pictures as opposed to words and hearing language, there's going to be a discrepancy and they tend to perform lower on those aspects.
How do signs of this disorder present differently in adults, or do they?
They do sometimes present differently in adults. And so with adults, they've usually learned some accommodations around this. That means that most adults are not pursuing careers that would cause them to have to deal with their nonverbal learning disability every day. So oftentimes they're great writers, they're great communicators, they're doing things that are very language-based, but it can still lead to a lot of frustration because some of the aspects of the nonverbal learning issue is one of social interaction. So if they have to talk to people a lot, even though language is great for them, it can also lead to frustration and a lot of fatigue. Sometimes they'll have more frustration tolerance issues when they do have to do other tasks that they don't feel as familiar with. And sometimes it's also related then to anxiety and even depression symptoms because they perceive those differences that they have with other people.
What are some of the coping strategies and learning approaches that can make school and social situations easier for folks?
Yeah, it's a great question. And the good thing is there are a lot of things that you can do to support somebody with this type of learning issue. And the first thing is giving them cognitive training tools. And so there's a variety of self-implemented or facility-implemented cognitive training. It's almost like physical therapy, but it's cognitive therapy for the skills that you're not working as well in. And then finally, just being able to communicate clearly what you need from the people around you.
Clinical neuropsychologist Dr. Judy Ho, always great to see you. Thank you so much. And stay with us. You're watching NBC News Daily.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.